Thanks a lot. The huge old black bear. Good morning, team, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here,
I'm Sid.
And I am Mackie, and today is the last day.
Of 7.
Last day.
Day 7.
Day 7.
Cow. I came both fast and very slow.
Yeah, it was like time sped up while simultaneously creeping along.
Before we jump into this video, we want to give a huge shout out to Competitive Cyclist for sponsoring all of our videos from BCVR.
All 7.
They've been awesome in making it possible for us to come out here and do races like that and bring it to you guys.
Competitive Cyclist has given us a discount code for you guys. It's 15% off with the code SIDMACKY15. That is Sid, no and, Mackie 15, all caps, 15% off. Once again, huge shout out to Competitive Cyclists for sponsoring these. Really appreciate it. All right, let's go race bikes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Day 7, Squamish. 52.6 kilometers with 1,681 meters of climbing. This day was the most talked about of the race, and it totally lived up to expectations with a couple flow trails, plenty of steep muddy climbs, and lots of gnarly single track. This day was basically a tour of Squamish's best trails, hitting classics like Leave of Absence, Powerhouse Plunge, and Half Nelson. Because this day had so many technical trails, many of which were connected by dirt roads, we found ourselves passing throughout the race, especially on the wetter trails, which caused some serious issues for some of our fellow racers. All right, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thank you. You got it. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. Maybe right up here if there's a spot we can sneak by. Awesome, the 2 of us. Thank you. Thanks, guys. One more. Thank you. We could get a couple more by here. There's one more behind me.
How about right now? Show me how to do it. You another crazy lady behind me?
Her teammate.
All right.
If you see a spot, no big rush. I suspect we're gonna pop out on the road here, so. All right.
Nice driving, tell her.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you. Thank you.
Mind the pinch point at the border.
Perfect. On this next one, we're gonna come on your left. Thank you. Thank you. Another neat aspect of this final day was how many spectators came out to cheer. The earlier days had plenty of cheering squads, but Squamish took it to a whole new level. Weehaw! As we neared the end of the day and the end of an epic 7 days of racing, Sid finally started to fade, and I was able to provide a bit of extra power on the climb so we could stay ahead of people we had passed on the descents. This worked well because instead of having to pass them again and again, we were able to stay ahead on the climbs and increase our lead on the descents. The two most exciting parts of this day both came towards the end. First, the freeze pops.
That random aid station was handing out freeze pops, like the best thing ever.
This is the best thing I've ever tasted in my whole life.
Oh yeah, that's a good freeze pop too.
Not that you need to go fast while eating freezing pop, but it's worth it.
Just the right amount of frozen, and it's what, blue raspberry flavor? I love me blue raspberry.
And next, an unexpected and pretty special spectator.
It's a huge old black bear. Hey, look up. There's a black bear behind you.
Oh no.
Right in the tree right there.
Really?
Yeah. He was like over the trail.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
That is it. We are done.
BZBR is all done.
That was a hell of a last stage.
That race was crazy.
Now it is time to shower and clean up and enjoy the party.
I'm the underdog. The underdogs always win.
Would we consider myself a bicycle racer when you met me?
Okay, that's a fair point. Mountain biking the best trails in the world. I'm here to ride. I'm here to ride BC Bike Race.
My name is John, Ross Story, brothers-in-law. So I married his sister.
Oh,
This is the end of day 7, the end of the race. You have raced 7 days, suffered, crazy things have happened. Tell me about it.
Do I have any food stains on my top?
not noticeably.
Okay, perfect.
My official retirement from XC Racing. I enjoyed my retirement meal. Mwah. It was great. It was a great race. You cannot have better quality or quantity of single track. Therefore, I don't know if there's any point to do another stage race. You hear about all these stage races all over the world. There is no way that the single track is as good as what we did. As gnarly, interesting, challenging. It's just, it doesn't interest me whatsoever. I beat Paul.
Ha ha!
Yep. Today, I was hurting a little bit, so I took my foot off the gas a little bit. And then Paul comes up and he rubs it in my face so hard. He's like, "Boo! Oh, ma!" Like, you know, just, he grew 10 feet tall and he was just so proud of himself that he caught me. Therefore, I destroyed him on the next bit.
Brian was going so hard on the descent, so I was like, at one point, surely he's gonna like get tired, do you know?
Yeah.
But then he didn't. I was already dying on Thursday before a small twig, probably no bigger than this, just popped up, jammed in my derailleur, and then snapped my meg hanger off. I walked for 20 kilometers, got blisters on my toes.
Would you do it again?
I honestly, like,
It's too
right
early.
now-
It's too early to ask that question,
Yeah,
isn't
right
it?
now,
Yeah.
I'll probably say no.
I love the riding. That was something absolutely, I don't know, epic that I don't know if I'll ever be able to experience again. The logistics are dialed. It's unbelievable how they say at the beginning, go with the flow, and everything is taken care of. It's like summer camp for adults. I was not prepared for the eating, the amount of food that you actually had to consume. That was like the hardest thing for me.
So next time you're gonna train a little harder
I
for
think I
eating
needed to train
beforehand.
more on road climbs and eating when I wasn't hungry. My tent mate kept mentioning or saying the phrase, eating wins races, and I sit there at breakfast like trying to spoon feed this oatmeal down my throat, and I was like, eating wins races, but I'm not hungry. And that happened day after day after day.
Give me a summary of how your last day went.
I was ahead like almost the whole time.
Yep, and I was like, you go, John, you go. And then last descent of the day, I'm going down and just, I see John and I pass him because he went off the trail for a sec.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, John, John.
And I don't even remember where that was.
9 kilometers left, pounding up some real steep stuff, and I can't pedal anymore. It just slips. Slips. I check, is it derailleur, bent, whatever, anyways, and broken hub. And so I ran the rest of the way, totally knowing John would pick me, you know, catch up to me.
And then it could push you on the flats.
And I pictured him like pushing me through the finish line gloriously.
I get off the single track, made that first ascent up the road, and waited for 30 minutes.
So you're waiting while Ross is
I knew exactly
like,
where I was when
I'm like
Ross is like waiting at the finish for you to get there.
I was waiting. I was watching for him, and I was starting to get worried because I knew I didn't pass him that far back.
I was getting worried. I was like,
Because you were like, I've never seen Ross. What happened to him? So perhaps not the final day you were hoping for.
No, no, not really. Ending was epic in an entirely different category. Moral of the story, though, stick with your teammates.
Good job.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Maggie.
Nice job.
Thanks, Sid.
Congrats, guys.
man.
Nice job. I think we need to like process now what we did well and what we did not as well. And as part of that, we're gonna do a live stream. We aren't sure exactly when. We have to make sure we have decent internet, but when we figure that out, we will let you know in the comments when that live stream is going to be. And that will just be a time for you guys to ask us questions about our experience at BC Bike Race. I think we worked really well together. It was really fun racing as a team.
Congratulations, you guys. Well done.
Sid went really, really hard. Here's her reaction, you can see. See, she looks a little tired. She went so hard and so fast, it was nuts. And she was sick and her knees hurt. So all in all, she pushed through a lot, but finished really strong. The last 2 days were just a blast. Don't forget to be more awesome. And if you want to watch more Sid and Mackie videos, this one right here, really good. Bye.
I want to be on the video. Hi.